Hi. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between continuous graphs and discrete graphs. Now remember, continuous means a graph that can be drawn without taking the marker or pen or pencil off your paper. So a continuous graph might be a line that goes on forever, or a curve, or maybe something that looks like this that goes on forever. These are all continuous graphs. A discrete graph would look like this. A point here, a point here, a point here, a point here. Okay? Or maybe it goes up kind of, and then it kind of starts flattening out. Something like that. So discrete graphs, they're different various points. I'm taking my marker off and making points and not connecting the lines. So if you ever see a graph visually, this is how you can identify the difference. Now with continuous graphs, they're called continuous because they're never stopping. There's never any breaks in the data. So some examples of continuous graphs. Think about temperature change. Okay, from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Right? If we had some things like this, at 1 o'clock it is 42 degrees. At 2 o'clock it's 45 degrees. At 3 o'clock it's 51 degrees. And we were to graph this. Again, we go from 42 to 45 to 51. Is there changes going on between here? Is there a time, like at 1:30, is it going to be a different temperature? At 2:02, at 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 45 seconds? Yes, there's going to be all these different times that's connected. So the temperature change would be a continuous. Think about when you go to the gas station, pumping gas. We can buy 1 gallon of gas, we can buy 10 gallons of gas. Can we buy increments in between? Can we buy, for instance, 5.4 gallons? Yes. Can we buy 7.321597 gallons? Yes. It's a fluid flow. You can actually see the gasoline going into the car. It's a continuous amount. So the amount of gas we have or buy can be modeled like that. Another one is the distance traveled. Right? If we're traveling, and let's say we're walking somewhere, we're hiking out in the woods, and if we start here right at the beginning, at 0 time, we haven't gone anything. Let's say at 1 hour, we're here. And we've traveled maybe 2 miles. Did we, in a split second, we just go from here to here? Or were we moving at some kind of rate? So I can break this down. I can ask myself, where was I 25 minutes into my hike? Or 15 minutes into the hike? That means it's continuous. Or amount of electricity that you use at home in kilowatts. Right? It's not just, you don't get it by the 1 kilowatt or 2 kilowatts. You don't buy them in chunks. You buy it per the amount you have, and then you get charged for it. Again, continuous. Discrete. Now let's try to compare these. Discrete means we're only finding points at certain times. So think about this. The amount of cars sold in a month. Okay? So here's the different days of the week. There's the first, there's the second, there's the third, there's the fourth, there's the fifth. There's that amount. Kind of looking like this. So maybe this was 1 car, this was 2 cars, that's 3 cars, and so forth. Can I sell 1.5 cars? Can I sell 1.5 cars? No. It's either 1 car or no cars. There's nothing continuous about it. We can't buy 3/5 of a car. Right? We can only buy individual cars. And that's what makes it discrete. Think about buying books. I went to the store and bought 4 books. And paid a certain amount of money. Can I buy a half of a book at a store? No. Can I buy 3/4 of a book at a store? No. I can either buy 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, 4 books in certain increments. So the amount of books, again, might look like this. Just different points. I cannot connect the dots. How many tickets can you sell to a game? Can I sell 5 tickets? Yeah. Can I sell 10 tickets? Yeah. Can I sell 2.5 tickets? No. There's a certain amount that gets designated like that. So it has to be kind of like that whole number there, that whole increment. That's what is also going to make it discrete. So if you can think, sometimes ask yourself, can I sell half of something? That might say, yeah, maybe it is continuous. If you can't sell or buy half of something, definitely discrete. And that would necessarily give you a break in your data. So again, graphs that are continuous might look like that. Discrete graphs are going to be connected with points. For your assignment, you're going to have to identify whether something is discrete or continuous, and just make your best judgment. Biggest thing, can you take it in different at any increment you want, or does it have to be in whole units or half units or something like that where there's nothing in between? See you next time.